Oh, I forgot the clay.
Oh,
Oh my god, can you bring the... Welcome to the Mad House. I am your host, Vanessa is Funny, your favorite bush girl. And I'm here with this amazing, gorgeous person. And how do you call yourself?
Hi, I'm Bobby Dysmorphia.
I'm here with Bobby Dysmorphia. Welcome to the Mad House, Bobby.
Yes, thank you.
You made it.
Thanks for having me.
Wow. I've seen you perform the other day and you was just amazing, gorgeous, great. The energy was so fantastic.
Thanks.
How do you get that energy? How do you cultivate that energy? 'Cause
Like
I know-
manifest it?
Yeah, how do you manifest it?
Yeah,
How
I
do
think
you-
it's like, for me, I really come alive with the music, and like it's all about picking a song that I already really love and like really can get
Yeah.
into anyway, and just be like, you know, connect to it that way. I was just talking to a girl from this show about
Yeah.
like that's like my security blanket is the music, because that's all that I know is for sure gonna happen, is that my track will play,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Right.
without any problems.
Yeah.
But that's what I can rely on. So as long as I know the music like inside and out,
Yeah.
I just have a blast with like whatever venue I'm at. I'm a pretty chill person, so I think maybe on the stage it comes alive, and then
Right.
I'm pretty chill when I leave.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah.
So how long have you been performing?
Oh my gosh, my whole life actually. My mom, I'm from Ohio originally, and my mom, she owns a dance studio
Wow,
still.
okay.
So I grew up with all of that. So I grew up like tap dancing.
Grew up in a
and-
dance studio.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So pretty much my whole life, ever since like
Wow.
I had access to a stage, like 6 years old.
Was your
up
mom
until-
supportive?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like,
lucky you.
you know, just like it was always harder in school, of course, like
Mhm.
having everybody accept the dance and like
Right.
that it was more feminine, and like
Mhm.
now, of course, being a drag queen, it's like
Right.
I just flipped it all upside down. But like, yeah, it just was something that I knew I connected to. So
Yeah.
it wasn't really like it is today, where things are, thank God, so much more accepted. And
Right.
I think the youth of today is a lot more open and willing to like, you know, be honest with who they are earlier in life. Whereas for me, I didn't feel safe.
Right.
For me, it took way too long, but it was just something that happens, you know, like. But I'm glad it happened at all, because then I came full circle, you know, and I'm like, I don't care what people think.
Yeah, you
But,
shouldn't.
yeah,
You
but it was a
shouldn't.
process for
Yeah.
sure. Something I had to like go through and accept, and like just get rid of all those opinions of other people. you
Yeah.
know, which is hard.
Right, it is. Okay, so one thing I noticed is your makeup. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How long do you take to do it? Can you share your makeup? So I
Oh
can
sure,
see?
yeah. Well, I
Your
just
happy
performed,
little
so
hat.
it's probably like
Oh.
really ugly right
No,
now. I'm
you
all
don't
sweaty.
look ugly at all. It looks nice.
But
like
I'm a little sweaty. But
Right.
like I give myself like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hours on like a good day, if I have the time, just so that I don't have to rush or like stress. Or,
wow,
like,
an hour and a half.
yeah,
Wow.
about an hour and a half, and then like I usually don't get like the whole outfit and everything on till I get to
Mhm.
the venue.
Right.
So that's probably like another 20-30 minutes. So yeah.
So what's the hardest part of your outfit?
Um.
The hardest part to put together?
Probably, well, just because the makeup takes the longest, I
Mhm.
would say probably the makeup, because I can get changed pretty quickly,
Right.
depending on like how quick I like what all my outfit consists of that particular time. If it's lots of accessories, or
Yes.
usually I'm pretty simple because I dance, so I keep my outfits pretty simple, able to move around and stuff like that. So I can take it off and put it on really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bobby, so here's the big question.
Uh-oh.
In and out, what does that mean to you?
In and out?
Yes, in and out. What does that mean to you?
In and out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Of course my mind goes somewhere dirty first. Because
Spit it out. Let's hear it.
I think my immediate thing is my immediate thought was penetration, and I think it's because there's dirty movies playing in this bar the whole time our show was going on. So that was my initial like reaction to that phrase. But I'm also thinking like internal and out, like like external and internal as far as like how you present yourself, like on a deeper level, like I probably come across like super outgoing and like and performing and like I have all this energy, but like I am a very chill person. And that's probably why I have so much energy on stage, because I don't carry that with me everywhere else. But I think it's like that's my real true self, but I think I keep it internal, and my external is probably a little more chill, and like I show people like I'm just chill. I'm not, you know.
I asked that because I know you're a performer, and a lot of performers sometimes have this ability to take whatever they feel inside to express it outside in the outer world. So that's what I was asking you, like how before you perform, do you really like internalize how do you want performance to go before you put it out there, or is it something that is so natural and it just, I don't know, that you do it without even thinking about how do you do that?
I mean, I think, like I said, as long as I'm familiar with what I'm performing, like musically, and like all of that, like all the like little accents in the song, and that's what I really focus on. It's not really so much like choreography or like what I'm gonna do, but more just like knowing it and like being familiar. And then I really just trust my body and I trust my movement to be a little more in the moment. So I don't really have like set things that I like to do. I probably wind up doing very similar things if I'll perform a similar number, just because that's what my body does to that song or to that movement. But like I really don't plan, or like I psych myself up to just, you know, give a good show, but I try not to choreograph too intensely because I like to live in the moment more.
Would you say that trust probably comes from the fact that you started performing at such a young age?
I think so, yeah. It sort of comes like second nature, you know. Now it's a little bit more like proving myself to my community and like showing up, and like, and it's not necessarily that I'm nervous about the performance. It's more about like proving that I'm good at what I do, you know, and being a professional at this point, because I don't really have many nerves about what I do. It's more about like making people feel like really good, and like the positivity that I want to give off. So that's mainly what I think about. Like making people feel good.
I checked your IG and I saw that you have a picture of yourself without the wig and the makeup. You look gorgeous.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
Just as a guy.
Yes, you look gorgeous as a guy. I was like, first I thought that was maybe somebody else that you posted. I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe this is the same person.
Really? Is that different?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
You're able to transform yourself completely. I mean, that's how I see it.
Okay, I'll take it.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And you look amazing too with the, you know, the other body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you, what advice would you give to anybody to maintain such a gorgeous body?
Oh my goodness, I work out all the time. It's kind of just
how
like
often?
Part of my life. Every day.
How many hours a day?
Just like maybe like an hour and a half a day. Like I don't go too crazy, and I also really like jump roping, and that keeps me like able, because my dances tend to be very cardio heavy, so it kind of keeps me like agile, I guess. But I try not to be like too big and bulky, because I don't know if that'll work with drag. But then I also don't. I was just talking about this with somebody on the cast today. I don't put limits on like, don't eat this because you have a gig. Like, I try to think about that, but then I'm sort of becoming more comfortable with the way I look. Just no matter what. And
you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, like the muscle, everything is so perfect.
Well, you know, like in West Hollywood and like just like the gay community is very fickle, and they're very picky, and it's very image. Like that's sort of my whole thing. Is my name is Bobby Dysmorphia. It comes from the body dysmorphia. Which is when you sort of see, you don't see what's really in the mirror. You see all your flaws, and they stick out way heavier, and that's what body dysmorphia is. So I just sort of took that, and I'm like, my name is Bobby, and I think I am always very picky about the way I look. So I kind of just took Bobby dysmorphia.
What is your sign?
I'm a Cancer. Is that
Cancer?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not really big into. Is it like a very? Is it more emotional, right?
Yeah, it's more of an emotional, because it's a water sign.
Yeah, water signs. Yes, Gemini.
Maybe that's why you're able to like move so nicely too, because Cancer is also water.
Right. Yes, I feel. Is that, I don't know, is that a trait of Cancers, the movement?
Well, because water moves very easily.
Flows.
So flows,
Okay.
yeah.
I can take
the way
that.
flows
Yeah.
everything.
I can understand that.
What's the most money you've ever made during one of your performances? Because I noticed people
man.
throw money
Yeah.
and everything. So
Tip wise?
tip wise.
Probably like, oh my goodness, a couple $100, a couple
Wow.
$100. Yeah. It's a lot, and that's a lot of ones to count.
Right.
You know, like that's my least favorite. I don't mean to sound stupid, but like it's my least favorite part because I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like my back starts hurting and they're very crumpled and it takes it's time consuming. But some of the girls do it immediately, like after in the dressing room, and I give them props because I'm too like frazzled, changing in the next number that I like just throw it in a bag and keep moving. So yeah, keep it going.
Well, what advice would you give to anyone who would like to get to your level of performance? Because you perform so well, you know, it seems like you're able to lose yourself in the moment.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to somebody who would like to get to your level?
Oh my goodness. I think I'm still learning and growing. I think you always are, sort of as an artist. So I don't like I have so much to learn and so much to get to like where I want to be. But I would just say like, when I was in competitions a lot too, like when I first started drag, and like when I started having like fun and doing what I like incorporating tap dancing and incorporating like stuff that I really just innately love to do. That's when I started exceeding. So stick to what you know and what you love, because I think that's when you are like that's when you shine the brightest, because it's innately in you already. You just need everybody to see that, and that's what I learned, because I was trying to like have the biggest hair and like the highest heels, and like then I just like I did like a tap number and I had like just like sort of more modest outfit, and I won the competition. And so I was like, oh, it's more about just being me and like doing what I love to do and making that come through. So people want to see that. People want to see what you love, you know. So
be yourself and show what you love. Well,
Yeah.
you have some gorgeous boots though. You can dance so well on heels.
Yeah, these are my glittery ones.
Yeah.
I have a couple. These are more like of a comfortable like heel height for me to dance around in. I have some stiletto-y ones, but I did like a Britney number, so I was very dancey.
Yeah.
A little more comfortable boot tonight. But modest, yeah.
Wow. Is it like a very easy move that you can teach me so I can leave from here with it?
Oh my goodness. Let's do what can we do? We'll just do I do this one move where it's like you kind of like arms are just this way and then this way, and then feet are gonna go in, they just go in, and then you do that twice. 1 and 2, and then arms are gonna go 1 and 2.
Okay.
1 and 2. Yes!
Do it again. 1 and 2.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, hold on.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Alright. Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
I
I like that.
I tried. Oh my god.
Some 90s moves. So good. That was everything.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you
So
oh my
much.
God, thanks for having me.
Of course,
This is
of
so
course,
fun.
of course. You're so amazing. I just couldn't wait. When I saw you, I was like, oh, I need to get your contact.
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness.
To interview
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I just love how you're being yourself, and I just love to encourage everybody to be themselves.
It's like all that we can do. I mean,
Yeah.
there's already somebody else. Be you.
Can you please give an advice to anybody who would like to be themselves, who is on that journey, to trying to become themselves, trying to bring the inside out there?
Yeah, I think it's really, I mean, I struggle with this every day, but just like dropping the judgment from like worrying so much about what other people think, and it's like I'm preaching to the choir here, because like I need to take some of my own advice and not worry so much about what people think. But that's really what it is at the end of the day. That's when you soar, is when you just do what you love and don't listen, you know, just like kind of go with your gut. I think that's always worked for me. So follow your intuition.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. The Mad House will never forget about you.
The Mad House. Yes, thanks for having me.
Of course. Alright,
So
thank you
can
so
I do
much,
the
Bobby, for the
ending
energy.
again? Thank you for
Okay, this was the Mad House.
Thank you.
Okay. This
Energy.
was VIF Mad House podcast. This is Vanessa, your bush girl, your favorite bush girl. What?
More
But
energy.
more
Yeah.
energy?
Yeah.
Okay. This is too. Okay, I'm closing my interview with Bobby Dysmorphia.
Yes.
Welcome to the Mad House, and the Mad House will never forget about you, Bobby.
Yes.
And I'm your host, Vanessa is Funny, your favorite bush girl, and thank you very much for this interview.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Sure,
So
of
good.
course.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much
Alright.
for coming
You
out
be
and everything.
Be safe out there.
Thank
too.
you.
Oh my
I watched your last show. That was so great.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
I have a video. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh my gosh, yes, text
Yes.
it to me.
Sure,
Oh my gosh, you're
of
so
course.
sweet for coming out and doing
Thank
this.
you.
I really appreciate
I'm
it.
still gonna film you a little bit just in case you make it out of
Hey.
Yeah, play a little bit, maybe they'll play. Whatever.
Yes, we'll do just like a little
A little dance, a little move.
dancing.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey.
Like that.
So good. Oh my gosh. I'm
Yeah,
obsessed.
Yeah. You should film her like that around so that you see the whole beauty, like
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
There you
fuck
go.
about that.
See,
Yeah, I like that.
yes, there you go.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So good. Oh my
Yeah.
god, thank you.
Of course.
Thanks again for having me on the
Sure,
show.
sure.
You guys are so sweet for coming out.
Anytime, anytime.
Okay.